Now, Destruction. I need to take a moment to ready you. This track that's coming up next is one of the best in this whole game, and it's called Whirlwind.
Surf Ninja.
Yes, this track that you're hearing now is I consider to be one of the best examples of a 16-bit musical composition.
You know, there's a movie called Surf Ninjas.
I bet. Was it released in the 80s or 90s?
90s.
Yeah,
early 90s. And it's as
this part. This track demonstrates what the Sega Genesis Leica sound chip can actually do.
Well, it's a bit synthesizer.
If it's put in the right hands.
Yeah. And we're gonna go through a few of those, I think.
Oh yes.
A few games that were definitely put in the right hands.
Yeah. Now, Yuzo Koshiro is quite infamous for being the granddaddy of fantastic Sega Genesis compositions.
Yeah.
Because he did the Streets of Rage soundtrack, which is great. I believe he also did the Shinobi 2 soundtrack. But if I recall correctly, 3's soundtrack was handled by someone quite different.
I think it was still him.
If it was
I meant for Streets of Rage 3, sorry.
3, yes. Shinobi 3, I believe the soundtrack was handled by someone. Got it. Was handled by someone different.
Well, he wasn't the only.
Now, nonetheless, this is still a fantastic soundtrack. So, I forget who took up the helm for this game's OST, but they still did a great job.
Oh.
Look at this power armor. Use dive kicks to fall faster, and then just.
That's a sub boss.
This is a sub boss.
It should be in Gundam.
This is a damn Gundo.
It's a tiny mobile suit.
That's correct. Whoops, whoopsie doodle, got too greedy.
I know that feeling.
Right. One hit was all there's needed. This track is nice and jazzy. If I recall correctly, this is called Shinobi Walk.
Can't help but wonder if it's the same composer that would have done the Sonic games.
This, I don't believe that it was.
Because those got some really jazzy tunes in them as well.
Oh, the Sonic soundtrack has some bangers. Like say what you want about where the franchise went eventually, but the music was always.
It's okay, stuff.
That never happened. Please ignore that.
I'm not editing it out. People are gonna be like, why did that 5 turn into 4 between the levels suddenly?
What was that awkward cut? Yes, if you have the entire stage below you memorized, then in the second half of stage 4 here, you can go the entire upper section with little difficulty. But after that embarrassing mistake, I'm going to play it a bit safer and stick with the bottom where I can see where I'm going to land. Dying on level 4. What is this?
How many levels does this game have?
Shameful. 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty standard for...
Pretty par for the course, yeah. Winged Ninjas! This game was made in the 90s, sir.
Yeah. I could tell. Damn harpies.
Yeah. No, yeah. When the two of us got together and we were planning the birth of this channel, basically, we Well, I specifically got to the point where I was breaking down, like, 93 specifically was a banger of a year for Genesis games, because this came out, a bunch of other great stuff came out. I memorized that one, no worries. This was a great era.
Yeah, 93 and 94 was great for the Genesis.
Yep. 100%. I don't mind tanking the hit as long as I know that I'm not gonna
Fall into...
Yeah.
You're not gonna pitfall?
During the dicier levels of this game, it feels like akin to Castlevania. Like this level specifically, where if you die, it's not going to be because you ran out of life. It's going to be because someone knocked you into a pit.
What the hell are those things?
Those are still enemy ninjas.
They look like
some kind.
Creepy insects.
They're not our friends. That's all I know.
Of course, the obligatory.
The obligatory steam bath.
Yep.
Now here is actually a bit of a dicey segment. He's coming. Just do it. Yep.
Hey, at least it's not as cheap as some of the stuff in Ninja Gaiden.
Yep. You know what? I'm just gonna let him do his thing. And yeah, okay, good. He took a shot. Let's go.
He has a set path.
I think he loops eventually, but I cannot perfectly recall.
I mean, like a set path loop that he follows.
Yeah, it takes a while for him to follow the same path as he initially does, but I think he does eventually, yes. Start to follow a set path. I never lost that life. We are quite in the clear.
I must have been mistaken.
Quite in the clear, my friend.
So we'll just cut it right to this.
We'll cut it right to big awkward cut. The fans will love it.
It was a glitch.
Also,
it's an exploit that you used, and everybody else has to try to figure it out.
That's right. I have so much of a history with this game that I can just skip entire segments. I'm that good at it.
And then people can like spend hundreds of hours trying to figure out how you did it.
Yeah.
And then what's that guy who was kind of like trying to hold a record for beating Donkey Kong, and then Billy Mitchell?
Bill. I was about to say Billy Mays, and that was going to be quite incorrect. But yes, Mr. Billy Mitchell.
Yes, we can do that. We can just cut where it's convenient and use an emulator, and you.
I shouldn't have skipped him. I skipped him when I shouldn't have.
Are there checkpoints or?
There are.
Okay.
We, as you can see, we are already at the steam. I died twice on level 4. Woof. That's okay.
But
I'm gonna beat the game, folks. That's all that truly matters.
You didn't die from losing health.
I didn't die from losing. I died from some cheap bullshit. That's what I died from.
I mean, that you would have died from the same thing if it was normal mode.
Right? Absolutely. When you break it down, I lose no credibility. No credibility, basically. You're supposed to agree with me there.
I was mesmerized by this theme. I also contemplating what you just said.
Yes.
You lose as much credibility as you would have if you played normal mode.
Yeah.
So it's better that it happened in expert mode.
There is no reason to worry.
It would be nice if the life crates respawn.
Yeah. Now, if you're not quick enough with your timing there on grabbing the pipes by holding down up, then you can possibly fall to your death. So, a lot of clutch segments in our friend Shinobi 3.
Yeah. What is that thing?
He's a big bad claw ninja and he lives on a pipe.
Let's see.
No one likes him. He's got no friends. Now you know how in the earlier level, if you hit the box below you and missed your wall jump, you fell into ooze and you took some damage. Here in level 4, the difficulty's racked up, and now if you don't get it, you just fall to your death.
Right.
This game has a very nice gradual progression of how it handles its risk versus reward factor, and it's all very tastefully handled. All right, folks, let's knock off part 4. That's so phase 1 is down.
Oh, okay. It was like,
yes, fast.
yeah, but I thought that was, wow.
Now this guy salvages the part of the mini boss, and the guy that just died here, or perhaps it's just the part that just got destroyed. I can't quite recall, but yeah, he salvages that. He comes at you with some of his friend's technology. You can see that backpipe like actually sparking, like actually see the battle damage come out in the boss here. It's a really nice touch that they didn't have to put in, but they totally did. There we go. 1, 2, 3. You can dive kick these missiles, fortunately.
He reminds me a little bit of a boss in Contra Hardcore. They definitely took inspiration from this game. Just even the design of him, the way he's holding, like the missile is mounted on him.
Which year was Hardcore?
94.
Gotcha. Then there may be some inspiration here, yeah.
It was a Genesis exclusive, so you know it's not like they were.
Yeah.
They were ripping it off and feeding the competition.
I'm very good at video games. Oh, look at that! Yeah!
Nice. This creepy dude's sprite is not in this book.
Oh yeah?
They have some of them.
Oh, nice! Right on. Yeah, you've
Yeah.
Now this is bad in a audio format. So
we're looking at
folks. Eric is looking at a Genesis like a sprite artwork.
It doesn't even. Okay, it's called a Sega Mega Drive / Genesis Collected Works. It was I want to say crowdfunded and limited run book.
Oh, that's good.
It has a bunch of like the history of the Genesis, a bunch of art, and a bunch of interviews at the end.
Right. Now, something that I need to stop to bring up here. The very first thing in a stage 5 is you look behind you and you jump on this platform here, this tanker, and it says danger on it, but by default you jump on it, start smoking, then the top explodes. This is nice. It shows you what's going to happen in a controlled kind of environment.
Right.
And then you have to deal with it later on during the level. I sound a lot like Aaron Hansen in Sequelitis right now in regards to Mega Man X, but it's the same exact format because now that you saw it at the start when it's safe to just jump off.
You mean it doesn't just like stop the whole game and then write text for you to tell you what's gonna happen?
Sir. Mega Man! You gotta jump on the danger and then it explodes, so you gotta jump off it.
Do a barrel roll.
That's correct. That's how this is how a video game teaches you as you play, gradually.
Yep.
Man, Shinobi 3 is fucking great.
I can see that.
Yeah. That was not so great.
Now, if you could like use that to hurt your enemies, that would be nice.
You could.
Yeah?
Oh no, like it would be nice if you could.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to mention the melee aspect. Since we're using 3-button mode, if you just hit the attack button, you throw a kunai. Whereas if you get in close to an enemy, the exact same button turns into melee.
Oh, that's good.
Because that way it saves you a kunai. Just you take them up front. And if you're totally out of a kunai, you just do it melee by default. Whoopsie doodle.
You think your mounted gun is a match against the ninja?
An actual magical ninja. Now, 5 is relatively tame. This stage is not so bad. Once we get to 6, it's actually going to get dicey.
I see.
Also, I think that I might be recalling this incorrectly, and I think that this game has 7 stages.
Okay.
Not 8. I should stop doing that.
What, trying to jump over them?
Yeah. Now I have to go into this mini boss with no power.
Oh, another Gundam. Or mobile suit, I guess.
Vaguely labeled power armor, yes. Now the blocking aspect of this game has to come into play during this boss fight. You press the attack button, then hold it down to block.
Okay.
I didn't really need it throughout most of the game, just because it's so much faster to dodge attacks and keep approaching a enemy. But the way that this guy does his volley in 3 spaced shots means that your jump's not going to last.
Okay.
So you actually need to block here for the first time in the game to avoid taking damage.
Right. And the block's 100% of damage?
Yep.
Okay, that's good. None of chip damage crap?
No, none of that. This ain't no fighting game. The only attacks that you can't block in this game are the absurd ones that you would never try to in the first place, where it's like fire breath or like a huge laser from like a boss or something like that. If it's anything like a below that, then a Joe Musashi can block it with no damage. Yes, sir. We are in stage 5, the second half.
Right.
We have returned to the heavily technologically inspired setting.
You'd think they would have some sprinklers for that forest fire.
You would think so.
So, how random are the crates?
No, not at all.
Okay, so you know which ones are gonna have the explosives.
You have to have the explosives here because you need to be able to blow up the floor.
You can't slide into that hole?
You cannot.
Ah, that would be nice. There are some areas in Castlevania Rondo of Blood.
Yeah.
Where like you can slide through like a narrow slit in the floor and get some power-ups and stuff. If you kind of think of doing that.
If you are so inclined.
Yeah. Power-ups or extra life or something, I don't remember exactly.
Now, I could be using the pipes to make this easier, but why would I do that and ruin the fun of all these tight wall jumps?
What's in there? Do you need to destroy that?
Why not?
But like there's nothing underneath?
There could be.
There are crates.
There could be something there.
But...
Am I good enough? Yes, I am.
Oh, I had no doubt you would be.
Now, this phase has 3 rooms. We just beat the first, which is a bit of an introduction to the mechanics of the stage, which is the exploding floor.
Right.
Now you have to take that mechanic in mind as things get dicier as you go on. Stop that.
Nothing gets more dicey than getting
failed jumps.
I was gonna say 85% fewer pre-orders than you expected to on Battlefield 5.
Oh!
Because it's dice.
It's dice. Oh, dicey. That's good.
Yes.
Well played. Well played, Eric. Good pun. I didn't hear about that actually.
Yeah, they were very. Well, I mean, first they were like, they were all arrogant about it, right? And they were like, "Hey, if you don't want to buy it, we don't need you." And then suddenly,
maybe that's not the way you should address your consumers.
Yeah. Then suddenly their pre-orders undersell, and then they go, "Oh, okay. Well, we won't have microtransactions, and we will. We're still working on all those things that people didn't like, and backpedal.
Yeah.
Which is EA in a nutshell these days.
Whoa! That death fall's coming for you quick, brother. Now that I went up here and blew up the wall down there, not only did that guy just fall to his death, now I can get up here and get kunai.
Excellent. What's the maximum you can get?
I'm not sure. I can't recall. And if you were so inclined, you could say that that's the end of it, but if you want to get those wall jumps on, just head up here. Get a power-up as well.
Awesome. Ooh, that was close.
Shinobi 3 has the pleasure of being one of the most incredibly skill-based games on the Genesis. If you are good enough to do something, the game will incentivize you to do it. And you will be rewarded for it, absolutely.
I mean, that's kind of like the basis of Sonic games too, right? Like, your first time through, you're not going to be able to get through them fast.
Yeah.
But then once you kind of memorize the levels, it's going to reward you for going through them fast and getting all those shortcuts and...
Yeah. Now, I can't recall, but is this okay? Better play it safe, Yes, we're good. Right, we have to hit that box, push and break the wall. Drop down to the next area.
Like how they use the yellow and violet color scheme here.
Yes, sir.
Very effectively.
Holding down to get that camera working. Especially useful in an area like this where you need it. That's a death drop, 100%. Which means from here, you are perfectly situated to break that floor. Now we can leave.
Oh, I see.
Yep. And now it's good for us.
Bing, bada, boom.
This is the last room until the boss of level 5. Whoops, why did I do that? That was silly. Ignore that, folks.
Wow. I'm not supposed to go there?
Not yet, because first I have to... I could use the elevator, but what kind of schmuck do you take me for?
Could be the Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yeah, could be. Now, what I would like to see is a mod of this game. Hell, like I'll do it myself. Like I don't even care. Of this game, like a hard mode, where you like apart from the actual like a difficulty, like a selection,
right?
Where the levels are reworked to take away like elevators, for example. You saw that I didn't need this at all to get up here just because the wall jumps are fine.
Yeah.
I would love to see this game like reworked for maximum like skill for maximum like a skill based like
right.
Yeah.
You can hit enemies when they're off screen?
Yes, you can.
Cool.
I think to a degree.
Right. I mean, not across the whole level. Of course.
That would be absurd.
Not that like. Usually there are obstacles in your way anyway, so...
Yeah, exactly.
But... Ooh.
You motherfucker! Life levels are getting a bit dicey, yes. I believe health is soon. It's not here, but it should be soon. There's a ceiling. Whoops. Oh, no. I wanted to not activate that so I could look cool. And also because it's an elevator, you tragically can't fall through.
Typically, it's a good thing when you can't fall through an elevator.
Yes.
In an everyday life situation.
Oh, yes, sir.
It's typically a tragedy when you do fall through an elevator.
It is something to be avoided.
But not when you're a ninja.
Not when you're a ninja. You can go anywhere and do anything. Extra life, better than health. When you get down to it.
Yeah, take that.
Thank you, sir. Double jump to wall jump. Get anywhere. Look, I don't even need this. Yes, I did. Disgusting. if I was frame perfect, then I would not. I believe you can get past this segment without hitting the elevator.
Oh,
No!
what happened there?
I got hit by a bullet.
I know I saw that. Where did that come from?
Came from off screen.
So when you do hit a checkpoint, do all those boxes that you detonated, they're back,
Yes,
eh?
yes, they are. Part of the level you got to go through. Such is life, but that's okay.
These gunners are
They're
being pesky here.
they're hassling me more than I thought that they were going to. They shouldn't be giving me any trouble. But then again, that's just my pride speaking.
Yeah.
The block can also come in handy there when you come out of a jump and you're face to face with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna fire more than once.
Does the block get activated while you're in the air, or do you have to be
You
on land?
cannot block in the air at all.
Oh, okay.
That would be a bit much.
But as soon as you land, it's in effect?
As soon as you land, as long as you're holding
Right,
block.
yeah.
Well, holding the attack button is
Right, okay.
in effect. Now that I've gotten that box, I believe that it's no longer a. It is a extra life.
Oh.
I
So
forgot.
they do respawn lives.
They do respawn lives. I forgot about that.
That's nice.
Once again, if I were to do a master mode mod of this game, something like that would be taken out, which I would love to do.
I'm sure there's something out there.
Let's take a second crack at this. Maybe it's not possible. The physics aren't quite there.
Quite wide
Yeah.
of a gap, and the ceiling there is gonna knock you down every time.
Yes, indeed. Here's the one that took me out last time.
You little bastard.
He came in from off screen like a cheeky little boy. Why did I do that?
Not much
There
big-
was the health that I needed last time. Knew that it was coming up.
He's
Now I've got a question for you.
Yes.
Do you think that the licensing nightmares are gone from the Shinobi franchise now that we're past Shadow Dancer?
Well, now that you asked me that question, I'm gonna say no.
Joe Musashi versus Mecha Godzilla.
Oh,
Who wins the Battle of Titans?
see now would be a good time for Joe Musashi to summon his own Gundam.
Also, I'm gonna try and see if I can get through this game without using any jutsu until the end. There's a part in a.
But you wait. So it resets your count though at the end of the level
You're right.
for the lightning power up thing.
For your jutsu.
Yeah. Or when you lose a life.
No, that carries over between levels.
Oh, that's kind of cheap.
Yeah.
Like, it would be nice if you could hoard them a bunch till like the end of the game, and then
Yeah. I have to use my jutsu.
That's okay. It'll get replenished by the end of the level.
I wanted to no.
What does it do
no,
exactly?
I believe this is a shield basically.
Okay. How long does it last?
Oh no, it's not a time based. It's a hit based. So it'll last forever, like up to a certain number of hits.
Is there more?
Yes, there is more. This is a dicey boss here.
You cheap ass. Shouldn't he be heading off somewhere?
Was that a head pun?
Yes. I should have said, should he head off somewhere?
That was pretty good, Eric.
No.
I'm ashamed of myself today. That's okay, I'm still going to beat Mechagodzilla. I would have been more disappointed if I chose not to had to dodge the rubble. If I chose not to do expert difficulty. So I regret nothing at the end of it.
I'm getting pummeled by the debris.
I am. This is such a problem. Why is this such a problem? This should not be so difficult.
Is it falling faster or more abundantly on expert? The debris?
No, there should be no change whatsoever. I should really just be trying to stay mobile during that whole debris segment.
Yeah. Sounds like the thing to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. That didn't help either.
No.
This is a tricky boss. That's all there is to say. Fuck you, Mechagodzilla! No, this is life. That's life,
Alright,
Eric.
focus.
Yeah, it's focus time. Please excuse the silence, folks.
Focus now, puns later. Can you block the debris?
No. Not at all. Missed the double jump.
Wow.
Yeah, wow is right. This is embarrassing.
Are there continues in that game?
Yes.
Okay, at least.
I'm just gonna pop it from step.
Yeah, may as well. You can stand on its arms?
Yep.
Can you use that to your advantage somehow?
Not during the, not during most of the fight, honestly.
Okay. Ooh, nice.
I really do hate you, Mechagodzilla.
out of kunai.
I am. Also, I shouldn't have tried to. Oof.
Can you? Yeah, I was gonna.
Ah! I'll do it. Don't worry, I'll do it.
All right, now it's climactic. See?
Yeah. It shouldn't be though. I still have like 2 more bosses to beat. I'm so fucking upset. I can't believe I dodged all those.
Okay, believe it. You can do it.
I can do it.
Just not this time.
No. No, apparently not. Why is he so hard?
Okay, because it's made of metal. 2, because winning arouses him.
Yeah. What the fuck?
That was.
Sorry.
No. It was lame that happened.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I thought you said that that was lame.
No, lame.
Okay. Now I just gotta be perfect and I'll be fine. Now I just gotta be perfect and I'll be fine.
Too late for mantras. Just focus.
Yeah. Pretty much. Oh, fuck you, Godzilla. Oh!
Yeah.
Fortunately, I'm safe from fire breath from back here.
You lost his head.
You did.
Does this make the fight easier?
Hardly.
Like, he can't do the fire breathing anymore, right?
That's true, but... Yeah, actually, no, yeah, you're right, that's true.
Is there anything extra hard that gets added to it?
Not really.
Even the debris not falling anymore, is it?
Yeah, it's true. He doesn't really have much of anything going on now.
Alright, well that's reassuring. He's so red.
He's quite red. He's going to die soon.
Yeah!
I beat Mecha
One
Godzilla.
kunai, 0 lives.
Yeah.
Now that was climactic.
That was.